Welcome to a brief overview on how to record an employee termination on the eESI client portal. To get started, you should log into your client portal. Once you do, you'll go to HR and then select Employee Termination. Once I do that, I have the option to add this as a favorite. Over to my right in my action bar, I simply check on Add to Favorites. Anytime you add to favorites, that'll be displayed for you your dashboard. Going back to terminations, once I'm ready to record it, I can simply type in the name of the employee I need to terminate. In this case, it'll be Jim. The other option is to select Jim's name from the employee link over to the left. Once I click on that, I'm given a complete list of my active employees to choose from. Jim's name now appears here, and I'll walk through some questions. Termination status code, my option here is terminated. Now I'll be asked to select the reason for Jim's termination. Some of my options under quit are abandoned job, reason unknown, accepted another job, or dissatisfied with job. If the termination was for cause, I have termed, no call, no show, term negligence, misconduct, and insubordination to choose from, to name a few. If my reason doesn't appear in this list, I may select other. In Jim's case, he quit voluntarily, so I'll go ahead and select that as my option. Jim's termination date will be the 31st. Next, I'm asked if it's okay to rehire Jim. My options here are no, yes, or not specified. In Jim's case, he is okay to rehire, so I'll select yes. Next, I'm asked if ACH turn off ACH. What this is asking is if Jim has direct deposit, do I want eESI to turn that off and issue Jim a live check? We recommend that you leave this box unchecked. If the employee has direct deposit, we recommend that his last check remain direct deposit. Next, I asked for the last day worked. In Jim's case, that was the 30th. And then the provider notified on is the date that I'm notifying eESI of Jim's termination, which will match his last day worked, which is the 30th. We always ask that you please notify us of terminations immediately and on the last day worked if possible. You're then given a box where you can type in a brief explanation of the termination. In Jim's case, he resigned with 2 weeks advance notice and he worked that entire notice period, so I've indicated that here. If I've ever selected other as a reason, I'd want to use this box to provide more detailed notes so I can reference those later should I need to do that. If eESI tracks your PTO, which is pay time off, you'll see that displayed here. Under register description, you'll see things such as vacation, sick, or pay time off. You'll also see any available hours the employee has unused. And you'll be asked, do you want eESI to add those hours to the current payroll? And your options here are yes or no. The reason for selecting yes is because your policy says that you pay for unused hours, or that the state law requires you do so. Because Jim has benefits, I'm being told this employee has COBRA eligible benefits that will be terminated should COBRA participant record be created. Whenever I see that notification, I always want to select yes as my answer. The COBRA qualifying event will be termination, and then the qualifying event date will always match the termination date I entered above. Now I save my changes. I have now terminated Jim, but I don't want to stop there. What I want to do is I want to go back into Jim's record, so I'll select Jim here, and I want to go back to my action menu and go to Documents. Here's where I'd like to load Jim's resignation notice. So I'll choose the file and I'll attach it. In Jim's case, it was a resignation, so I do want to attach that. In cases where it wasn't, and it was for cause or some other reason, I want to go ahead and attach any pertinent documents. Those could be a counseling record, it could be a performance improvement plan, or notes to a file. So now, along with the list of all of Jim's onboarding records, I'll see that I have his resignation letter also attached, and I can close that out. Now you've successfully terminated Jim from the system, and you've also added any pertinent documents. And you're done. Should you have any questions on how to initiate a termination in the system or any of these steps, please feel free to reach out to us. Your HR business partners are happy to help. You may also email support@eesipeo.com for help. We look forward to hearing from you.